Well, the Englishman once said, a good beginning makes a bad ending. And it looks like for Sir Jim Ratcliffe, it has gone ahead to act out like how the Englishman said, as he's suffering a huge blow from the Qataris bid that they put in through that they called final. And obviously, they've gone ahead to floor him down. And guess what? He's losing confidence onto the takeover of Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel, guys. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is Rokan David. You can call me RD. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel, and we are into the news that is happening around Man United. Harry Maguire has found himself in a situation that his case that he really committed, he allegedly committed in Greece 3 years ago, it's going to be hard, I think this month. And lastly, David De Gea contract situation that has gone ahead to really bubble loads of minds of United fans all over the world. It has left divided opinions, but here onto this channel, we continue to really bring you the latest news and information concerning Man United. Let's see close to 300 likes, smash the video, and don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 14,000 subscribers. And guys, we are left with like 300. Guys, subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this YouTube channel of ours that we've grown from 1 subscriber to 13,000 subscribers, and we want to hit 14,000 subscribers. Now, this story dropped yesterday late in the night, and I said it's one of those stories I'm going to come in through and obviously drop to my viewers of United Matters channel. Coming in from Nice Martin, he's gone ahead and told us that Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe have suffered a loss in confidence in the takeover of Man United. The sale of Man United still focuses Ineos' attention despite a certain loss of confidence in the file. Now, this is evident. Why? For the previous 2 weeks, we've had nothing like Ineos trying to prepare a bid to compete with that of Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. Remember, from March up to April, we had sources of the UK linking Sir Jim Ratcliffe as the preferred bidder of Man United. And towards the end of May, Sheikh Jassim Al Thani put in a 5th bid that he called a final bid, and it was referred as to a significant bid. And being significant, it matched the bid of Ineos. And Ineos was only buying part of the club, and Sheikh Jassim Al Thani wanted a full purchase of the club. Now, the English media has gone ahead to accept, because it looks like they've gone ahead to admit that it's not going to go the way they want it. 60% or 70% of the English media wanted United to be bought by Sir Jim Ratcliffe because of him holding a British passport, richest British man in UK, and so on and so forth. But Qataris went ahead and attacked the situation hard. What should Sir Jim Ratcliffe learn out of this? Never deal with the Glazers. Never trust the Glazers. Now, the Glazers, according to me, they used him as a pressure point, as a bait, to see to it that they put Sheikh Jassim Al Thani and the Qataris in a situation that they want them to be, of raising the amount of money that they want. The Glazers want £6 billion, and it's insinuated that, or it's alleged that, the bid of Sheikh Jassim Al Thani is at £5.5 billion, just 0.5 or £500 million less, £500 million less than the realistic evaluation by the Glazers. They've gone ahead to call in for a very, very long time. To we the fans of United, it's obviously exciting news, as this might act as a catalyst to take the Glazers to a decision of guaranteeing or granting Sheikh Jassim Al Thani and his entourage what we call exclusive negotiation rights, because they are pushing for that, as the Reuters came in through and obviously broke that story, that they are pushing for that to happen and they are calling for that, because if at all they get exclusivity to negotiate this deal, that means if at all it's going to be for a full month, no other person or no other bid is expected to come in through. And I really understand why the Qataris are really going in for exclusivity, because they are willing to meet that £6 billion bid. Yeah, this is the biggest football brand in world football as far as club football is concerned, because they know you put in £6 billion to buy Man United, you inject in more £6 billion, that is £12 billion of investment, and you only need 3 years of stability at Manchester United, and profits will start to flow. Trust me, 3 years from now, if Sheikh Jassim Al Thani takes over Man United, you'll understand that he's going to get his money back in the next 5-6 years, because United is going to be making huge amounts of money. Huge volumes of money are awaiting for Man United, if at all they get in Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. Now, he understands that everything is going to go on. He's understanding that everything is going to go on very, very well, and it's not going to be put under the bus. Good news to United fans, and I really love what we are doing. So, however much it has taken long, but as I told you in the previous video, that all I'm calling for is one. I want a full sell. Whether it comes in January next year, whether it comes in April next year, I want a full sell. We've suffered for close to 20 years. Those are 2 decades. And if you've suffered for 20 years, almost 20 years, how do you come out and tell me that if at all this sale takes 1 year, you are really haunted? Our mission is to kick the ass of the Glazers out. That's it. And God has granted us a chance that the person that went in bed with them has gone ahead and obviously lost confidence. Though he's not yet totally out, you never know. He might bounce back with a better bid, because for the Glazers, it's all about money. When someone comes up, when someone surfaces with a better bid, they can turn heel on Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. But all indicators are showing that Sheikh Jassim Al Thani is advancing towards becoming the preferred owner of Manchester United. And to me, it's all music to my ears. That is it. Transfers are poised. You expect nothing to happen. However much you're being linked to players, Harry Kane, Onana, Rasmus Højlund. We've even started losing players. But one thing I've known about players, they're like mushrooms. Every preseason, they mushroom, they germinate. So, for me, it's not all about us getting in players, because you might see us start off a season very well, and the Glazers anticipate making a lot of money. They say, all right, let's stay here for a little bit of a while. That is it. So, all I want is these Glazers to get out. That is it. Let them get out, and let's see ourselves going to the next level. And what is going to take us to the next level is having an investor who is going to go ahead and really compete favorably with the likes of Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. I tell you, if Sheikh Jassim Al Thani had come in earlier, Jude Bellingham wouldn't have gone to Real Madrid. He wanted to come to the Premier League, and United would have gone ahead to meet the asking price of Borussia Dortmund, that is £160 million. Would have gone ahead and paid it. Would have bought Declan Rice, because that's what the manager wants. Would have brought him Harry Kane. Trust me. So I really understand that most of you are really excited about this story, but let's wait and see how things are panning out. But at a smaller percentage, don't rule out Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He might bounce back with a big bang as far as this takeover is really concerned. But as it stands, Qataris 5, Ineos 2. So, can he really score more 3 goals and equalize? Let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. Let's go to the David De Gea situation that is really confusing everyone at Man United. And this is Chris Wilder, football writer for the Daily Mail. He has told us that the increasingly likely scenario that goalkeeper David De Gea will leave as a free agent next week means Ten Hag may also be in the market for a new number 1 goalkeeper. This is something I don't want even to hear and discuss about, because it really brings us to a situation of not getting in the players that we want as far as our plan was at the beginning of the transfer window. We all understand that a team of Man United who wanted a striker or 2 strikers, 2 central midfielders, a right-sided centre back, and who else? And a goalkeeper who we anticipated to be a second-choice goalkeeper to really back up David De Gea. But as it stands, things have gone from bad to worse. That David De Gea is finding himself in a situation of being forced out of the club of Man United, and they don't want to put pen to paper. So, as it stands, it's weird that we might find ourselves going into signing a first-class or first-choice goalkeeper, something that would have gone ahead to do next season, and you're losing David De Gea on a free. Trust me, David De Gea can be sold if at all he's tied on like a 2-year contract, and we can get close to like 30 million pounds out of him. That would have gone ahead to add on to the money we have to get in Diego Costa, because he's the priority signing for Erik Ten Hag as far as the goalkeeping department is concerned. 60 million pounds, you get him at Man United. But we are losing David De Gea on a free. I understand we are saving wages close to 20 million pounds a year, but even Diego Costa is not going to come in here and obviously pay him cheap. They're going to get him a salary of like 150,000 pounds a week. So it's very bad that we are really not keeping David De Gea in the situation we are into, because there is no money. If at all there is money for us to spend on 2 strikers, 2 midfielders, a right-sided centre-back and a first-choice goalkeeper, it's great. But remember, if at all David De Gea was going to stay, we needed to sign as a backup goalkeeper, meaning that when he leaves, we are going to buy 2 goalkeepers, because even Tom Heaton wants to leave, as Luton Town is wanting him to be their goalkeeper in the Premier League, and he wants to leave. So it's really funny that the club is treating David De Gea like this. We don't know how to handle our legends and obviously give them good farewell, because we are really a joke, and the people running this club are just businessmen. And you ask yourself, if you are really letting David De Gea go like that, why are you keeping Harry Maguire here? The reason is simple. Harry Maguire holds a British passport and David De Gea doesn't. If David De Gea was an English goalkeeper, you would have seen how the media would have gone ahead to back him and obviously put there a situation that would have gone ahead to suppress the board to do the needful. But as it stands, we are totally losing out. And lastly, Harry Maguire, 3 years ago, he found himself allegedly beating up a woman down in Greece. And obviously, Chris Wood has confirmed to us that Harry Maguire's retrial in Greece has been set for February 7th, 3.5 years after his arrest on Greece's island Mykonos. Don't know how to pronounce it right, but he committed that crime and it's going to be reheard next year in February. So I think with all those things accumulating around him, it might really create room for United to really dislodge him out of this club, because they don't know how this case is going to end. They are battling with the case of Mason Greenwood, though he was acquitted of his charges, and they are making investigations. And they wouldn't like to be having the captain of United, into a scenario of a court case that might not even end in his favor. So I think they're going to work on dislodging him, and this might act as a catalyst to getting him off this club. So guys, your thoughts on to Sir Jim Ratcliffe suffering Sheikh Jassim Al Thani's huge blow are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about the David De Gea increasingly likely scenario of him leaving the club by the end of this month? And lastly, what do you make about Harry Maguire's case? Is he driving him towards the exit of Manchester United? A sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Don't forget to subscribe. We want to hit 14,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And we are left with how many days to go? Only 10. So do the needful and subscribe. May God love you for me.